Well, for me, it is Friday morning. It is Saturday. I'm sorry. It is Saturday morning, close to 7 a.m. A little bit cold and still feeling a little rather fatigued. As I go about my day, thinking of the morning coming and the job that I have to do and the things that I have to get through. Whether I like it or not is irrelevant. I'm just going to do it to the best of my ability. And yeah, I just a few thoughts this morning. Kind of realizing that no one should have the power over my emotions, or for me to display my emotions and be that outside observer that I kind of want to be. So this is just my verbalized response before I delve in and how my feelings inform me. As a person, I have no control of how somebody responds or how somebody acts. I actually have no power on how my computer acts today. It's not necessarily acting in the best way, and that's kind of sad, I guess. But it is what it is. And just as I cannot control human beings, I cannot control my computer. It's been acting up, and I might need to get a new one, or I might need to just get this one fixed. It's kind of an experience on how to control things and whether people are self-aware or they're not. It doesn't matter. Whether they listen to what I say, I have no control over it. It's a preference. I prefer and I would love for people to listen to my words and take heed of them. And I would like to do the same. I want to be able to hear what other people have to say within reason. Uh, you know what? I got up this again. I got up this morning. I'm still, for whatever reason, I kind of have sinus issues that just my head hurts a tad bit. So bear with me while I just go over, a few things of my memory. I tried to open up my Twitter just now, and it was really slow. So I decided to not do it. I'll do it again and see if it's okay. It's a little bit better, but before it was really going into slow mode. And if I can explore what is trending on Twitter right now. Steve Schmidt. Steve Schmidt he's part of the Lincoln Project. And I consider him a very egocentric, Trump derangement type of person. Candace is trending. Let's see what Candace, what they're trending about that. Yeah, Candace is going to college campuses. And Candace Owens just shared, for those who are upset that I'm sharing or discussing this, this is a sizable protest in a place that I consider a second home. This is Candace speaking. My children are British, and we are headed to London today. Just in, more than 100,000 people are protesting in the capital of the United Kingdom, London, calling for an end to airstrikes and a ceasefire in Gaza. That's a large protest, and the whole Israeli-Palestinian conflict is one of contention. And again, Dave Chappelle, I guess he got criticized for criticizing, I guess, what he feels about Israel. He was on both sides, but he said that two wrongs don't make a right. There's an old saying, two wrongs may not make it right, but it sure does make it even. And there's also a question of, is there such a thing as a proportional response? A lot of questions to be had, and a lot of people are talking at one another, not to each other. And maybe that's just the natural progression of things, or the way nature goes. And they're talking about Gen Z and Gen Z's behavior. Just kind of interesting. I decided not to really prepare. I just decided to kind of ramble a little bit today and just make a few observations. Judi Dench is also trending. I wondered what Judi Dench. Okay, that's Mr. Beast. I don't know what that means, Mr. Beast. So I'm just going over to the things that are trending. Oh, it's a football, so it's. And they talked about South Park. Again, the cancel culture seems to be a little bit weird. These people seem to be a little bit kooky, and that kooky beliefs kind of have their way at the moment. I really have no power. I've always been rather an observer, never a power player like most human beings, and I just observe it and I see it. And I see the elites. The elites used to seem to care about the poor and underprivileged. Now they seem to have a lot more disdain for them. They don't wear masks, and they may not follow certain protocols. And part of me, I do resist the foolishness. How I resist? Well, if they have a product and they're selling their nonsense, I just don't have to buy it. I don't have to buy what they're selling. But do I have to be upset about it? Well, no, because for me, the same passion and arrogance they have, I was once filled with that, and sometimes I still am. I'm filled with bluster and ego and all of it, the same as most of us are. I think many of us are. And that is the problem with the world today. Anyway, this was kind of a rambling video. I thought it would be kind of new, and I think I'll continue this. This is just my thoughts, and you can agree with it or disagree with it. And I'm not, I'll share a little bit of it, but I'm not gonna spend. It was before I spent about $10 to promote it on Twitter. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna ramble a little bit, and this idea of coming in fully prepared for this show, I'm not. I'm just gonna ramble and go through some of my thoughts, and maybe they're not. Maybe they're stoic, and maybe they're not. Maybe they're absolutely the absolute opposite of that. I'm just kind of rambling, and I'm not giving it much thought or foresight. I'm just giving whatever comes out of my mouth and how it goes. Kind of thirsty right now, so I'm gonna end this show, get a little bit of a drink of water, and I'll end on this. It's good to learn the sword and know the sword, but if you live by the sword, you will perish by it. If you live with a chip on your shoulder and you're looking for a fight, you'll find it, and it's not going to go the way you think it is. Everybody in the world thinks that they're some kind of hero, and they're fighting for righteousness. Anyway, this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you gain anything from it, share it. If not, that's fine too. Thank you for listening.